Hi, and welcome to Training Shorts by Realty and Insurance U. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how to use RPR's valuation software to analyze residential investment properties. Let's take a look. As you can see, I have a property here, which is 2927 West 9th Street in Jacksonville, Florida. When you look at the property, you can tell by the photos that this is a property that could use a full rehab. Now, in order to analyze investment properties, you're going to come over to the right, scroll down, and you're going to go under additional resources and click on Evaluate, which is the investment analysis software that RPR partners with. When you click on Evaluate, you'll see you have some options here: long-term hold analysis, multifamily unit mix summary, residential flip analysis, land development analysis. And you can also go to some training and get some additional training depending on what type of property or what type of analysis that you're trying to do. But we're going to analyze this residential property here. So I'm going to come over and click on Continue. Once I click on Continue, what it's going to do is bring you to the home page. And on this page, you see I already have single family residence checked. What you want to do is make sure you click on Flip and make sure Flip is gold and highlighted because we want to analyze a fix and flip at this time. They're going to give you the square footage, the purchase price. Now, the next thing you want to put here is the 4-year holding cost. Because remember, when you purchase an investment property, it's going to take some time for you to fix the property up, put the property on the market, and there are going to be costs associated with that, such as taxes that you're going to have to pay, regular maintenance, utilities that you have to pay for. So you want to kind of calculate all those things and put the annual cost in here. And depending on how long you hold onto the property, the software will make the adjustment if you only have the property for 4, 5, or 6 months. But you want to put the annual amount of the holding costs. So we're going to estimate $4,000. And then I'm going to come down and put in additional information, the fiscal year, let's say May 1st, holding period, let's say 6 months. From the time we purchase the property, fix the property up, and resell the property for a profit, we hope that it takes about 6 months. So now we're going to go to loan to value percentage. Many cases, you're going to use a hard money loan. There are other loans that can be used, but we're just going to use an example for hard money. And let's say you get an 80-20, where you get an 80% loan, you have to bring 20% down, click on enter. And in a lot of cases, hard money is a little bit more expensive as far as the interest rate is concerned, which makes it more expensive. And let's say it's 10%. On the software, you can add different equity players if there's more than one person involved with that, 1, 2, or 3. But we're gonna leave it on 1, and then we're gonna click submit. Once you click on submit, it's going to bring you into the Evaluate system. Now, there's a lot of things going on in Evaluate, but we're going to target and focus on a couple of things. And let me show you what they are. We're on the home screen. And then what you want to do on the home screen, you want to focus on the purchase side and the sales side. So on the purchase side, everything is in place that we need. The purchase price, $95,000. On the sales side, what we need to do, we need to change one thing here, is the sale valuation, which is actually the ARV, the after repair value. So once this property is fixed up, what are properties that are similar to my subject property are selling for once it's fixed up? And I looked at some numbers and I noticed that the ARV, the after repair value for properties similar to my subject property, is around $220,000. So I'm going to put that amount there. Now, once we do that part, the next thing we want to do is come all the way over to the purchase and sale tab. And again, on the purchase and sale tab, we want to do something similar. We want to come to the purchase side, $95,000, but then we need to add the renovation. We saw from the pictures, we're talking about a full renovation. So let's estimate $50,000 for the full renovation. Closing costs, let's estimate the closing costs about $3,300. Don't worry about capital reserves. Leave that at 0. Equity debt, whoever handled the loan for you, whatever their fee is, you'll get that from them. I'm just estimating right now. Recording fees, 1%, and a transfer tax, 1%, just estimating that as well. So I work out the information on the purchase side. And now let's go to the sales side and make sure all of our numbers are still right. 6 months to hold it, $220,000. Selling cost. Now when it's time to fix the property up and sell it, will we sell it ourselves as a realtor, or will we have another realtor sell it for us? If we do, we need to add that into the cost. So let's say that 6% commission as an example, and also we're going to estimate the closing costs at 3.5%. So we're going to put 9.5% here. So the whole objective is this. Notice what we've done. Holding costs, all those different costs to hold the property, the closing costs to purchase the property, the rehab budget, the selling costs, everything, the closing costs, everything is factored in. So the profit that you see will be the profit to you. So you have a clear idea of what you can profit off of this deal. Now, I do want to deal with one thing. When you see this exclamation point, all it's saying is that there's another place in the software where you have to put the renovation budget. So you just go to that previous tab right before purchase and sale, go to cash flow. And all you have to do is just scroll down to where it says renovation outlays. And when I put 50,000 there to match up with the purchase and sale tab, it disappears. And as you can see, it disappeared on this side as well. So now we have everything in, all the costs into the system. And now they give us two options up here. If you paid in cash, then the profit would be 45,000. If you paid with the loan that we talked about, then the profit is $39,000. If these numbers are not what you're looking for, you can simply come down to where it says purchase price and start manipulating the price if you want to make a different offer. Say we want to pay 90,000. Now you can look up and see that the profit all cash is now at 50,000. If you're using a loan, it's 44,000. So you can start manipulating the numbers, because now you have all the expenses factored in. Now it's just about negotiation. And with this being saved in the system, as you're negotiating over a couple of days, you don't have to go back and calculate everything again. Everything is already saved into the investment analysis software, into the system. All you have to do is come back in and make adjustments to the purchase price depending on your negotiations. This is how you quickly use RPR's valuation software to analyze, fix and flip investment properties. I hope this information was valuable to you. Hope you utilize it in your business when working with investment properties. Thank you for listening to Training Shorts by Realty Insurance U. Have an excellent day.